Hello, this is Jen August, and I am streaming in two places. I am in my women's networking group, if you're in there right now. Hi, and I'm on my personal profile. So, today I want to talk about business friendship. What the heck is that, Jen? Well, let me tell you. Many moons ago, when I was very, very brand new to creating, JVs and affiliates, I found myself needing those things, but not being able to fit those words in my head. It just didn't align with my value system. Not the actual act of getting referral partners or JV partners, or it didn't fit in my head, but I needed to create a way to inspire myself to create those relationships through the filter of my own value system. And as when I train people to become certified life coaches and I train them to grow their businesses, that's exactly how I train them to coach and how I coach them, which is how can we motivate you to do the things that need to be done to grow your business through the filter of your value system and use words that are inspiring to you, And so that's why I came up with the concept. I came up with it from my own brain, like business friendships. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get JVs and I'm not going to get referral partners. I mean, in essence, they will be those, but I want to do it through the filter of what I call business friendships. And to me, business friendships really start on an energetic level. And they start on an energetic level, which is, let's say I meet somebody and I like their energy and I get along with them and they get along with me and I want to help them and they want to help me. And it's a business friendship versus a lot of the experiences I had when I started my business many, many moons ago, where people like, so how big is your list? And, just the way they dealt with it felt really impersonal. And I remember someone saying, well, it's just business. And since in my private practice, 99.9% of the people I work with are women, I just realized, it's not just business. Everything we do is an expression of who we are. And so just saying, oh, it's just business, so you don't, it could be kind of a compartmentalized separate thing. And for me, it's not just business. This is my mission, this is my soul work, and the relationships that I wanted to create and learned how to create through the filter of the idea of business friendship was just much more fun, right? So, if the idea of networking or, JVs and those words don't fit in your head, try on business friendships. And here's what it really is. It's about being in the world with an intention to support others to thrive, right? And we want to do that in a way where it feels good and it feels balanced, because many of us who are in the coaching, giving, and supporting fields can be overgivers, and we can give so much that we burn ourselves out. So how do you discover if you are overgiving when you are connecting with people in the business friendship realm? Well, I invite people to become aware of what I call people who have an equal energy exchange mentality, okay? And an equal energy exchange mentality is that someone wouldn't think of taking something from you or receiving something from you without thinking of a bunch of ways to give back, versus someone who's just happy to take, and they don't even have a consciousness of reciprocation. Those are the kind of personality types that do burn us out when it comes to creating business friendships or even creating clients. So I invite you to become aware, say if you're in a networking situation and you're connecting with someone about what they do, in the land of equal energy exchange, there's a certain point when you're, say, asking someone about themselves that they would ask you about you. And if that doesn't happen, one reason might be they're not equal energy exchange people. And one reason might be that they might be an ideal client because they're talking about themselves, and they might feel like they're meant to work with you, and in that way you can offer them a consultation. But you want to be aware that a business friendship is someone that you feel that they feel your value and vice versa. And from that positive connection, you can have conversations about how you can support each other. So this is how it works. So many of you know I recently relaunched my networking group. You can, if you're on my personal page, you can see it pinned at the top. Many moons ago, we had a networking group called Women Coaches Thrive. That's a different group of mine. Women's Success Tribe, and we were on Maestro, and that was a long time ago. But anyway, we taught our people in our group, the women in our group, really how to support each other, how to promote each other, how to create referral partnerships, JV partnerships, and really looking at it's the highest good if we all thrive together, right? And so that's why I relaunched my women's networking group. And like I said, you can check it out, and I'll put a link right under this video. And if you're in this group watching this, you're already in the group, so that's great. I'm double streaming. Some people are like, how are you double streaming, Jen? Well, let me tell you. I have my Zoom camera right here, and this is my phone on a little lucite stand, so I can double share. So how do you create equal energy exchange business friendships? Well, you want to really be aware of how you feel around a person. And you want to check in and say, am I inspired to talk to this person more? Am I inspired to find out about them? Am I inspired to share about myself, right? And becoming aware of people that are kind of a good energetic match for you. And then in talking to someone, like I said, you can discover if they're equal energy exchange people based on whether they ask about you. But there's a structure that I created. I even wrote a networking book for women about it. It's on Amazon, but I'm happy to share with you. So let's say you come to the networking group that I just recently launched, and we're doing it once a month, and you can join the group, and we ask you to share promotions on certain days. But let's say you get on a call because you might be paired up with 2 or 3 people, and you decide that you feel really connected with one or both of the people, and then you set up a separate call just to get to know each other more. And the way this call can go that will benefit everybody is that you really get on that call with the intention to be of service to this person. Not overgive, but be of service. And how do you do that? Well, then you say, okay, we're going to, have a half an hour call, and we're going to split it into 3 sections, or it could be longer, but you just want to be aware at the beginning of the call. Like, we're going to each share about what we do, and then we're going to brainstorm at the end how to help each other. Okay. And so, so let's say you're on the networking call, the networking group I have, or any group, and you can say to someone, hey, let's set up a time where we can connect and find out how we can support each other, right? Because what I learned a long time ago, and I used to be in BNI, that's how I started my business in Reno. I knew one person when I moved there. What I learned was that it is better to promote to who the person you were talking to knows, because most people know between 100 or 250 people, then promote straight to that person and put them on the spot. And it's so like I said, it's better to promote to the person you're talking to who they know versus assuming that you can help them unless they actually share that. And so this process makes sure that someone can self-select, but you don't actually put someone in a weird situation where let me share let me share a weird situation that I was put in. So I grew up a total athlete tomboy. My sister was the frilly one that had all the beautiful clothes, and I had my like soccer sweats, and as I was starting to do the speaking circuits and speaking all over, I definitely was dressing myself and definitely needed help. But I had a woman come up to me and say, who is a stylist, and she said, yeah, I think you really need my help. And she gave me her card. And what did that do? Well, that just made me feel awful. Instead, she could have said, hey, would you like to set up a time where we can talk about how we can support each other's businesses? And I would have been like, oh, that's cool. And in this method, let's just say she shared what she did first. I shared what I did, and then we brainstorm. But let's just say I was aware that I needed help. After she shared, I could say, oh, I need your help. I need an image consultant. And I ended up, hiring one, but I'm not going to hire someone that's just going to insult me. So I want to help you shift the gears about networking, because it's not just networking for clients. We're networking for opportunities, awesome people to have in our lives, referral partners. And so let me repeat the structure. The structure is, you might say to someone, hey, let's set up a time where we can talk and find out how we can support each other's businesses. And then you figure out how much time and space you're going to talk. Let's say it's 30 minutes. That's for easy math, because you want to break it down into 10-minute chunks. 10 minutes, you share about what you do, what you're looking for, share about your business so they understand what you offer and who your ideal clients are. Then the other person shares, and then at the last third of it, you're brainstorming how to help each other. Now, if one of you needs what the other one is offering, then how beautiful is that? Someone can self-select instead of someone saying, hey, Jen, you dress horribly. You need me, right? So I hope you're seeing the wisdom in this. So let's say that neither of you want to hire each other, and that's fine. You'll actually probably get a lot more opportunities just by promoting to each other's audience. So let's say you had a great conversation, and the last third of it is trying to brainstorm ways that you can support each other. Okay, so it could start by simply like, hey, I'll post your free gift or something about you on my Facebook wall, and vice versa, right? And so you can try that. One of the things I'm doing with people who are a good match for my audience and vice versa, as I'm starting to do, interviewing them on my Facebook wall, right? So you can swap interviews on your Facebook wall. If you have a list, you can promote each other on your list. You can just be referral partners, where if you find someone that needs what you each opposite have, you can refer them. Okay, so but I believe powerfully in business friendships, because it all starts with energy. It all starts with, do I have a resonance with this person? Are they an equal energy exchange person? Do they seem just as willing and just as interested in what I have to offer as I'm interested in what they have to offer? You want to make sure you are connecting with those kind of people, because there are some people, and not everybody knows how to do this. I had to learn how to be an equal energy exchange person, because when I first started growing my business, I didn't know. I just thought I needed to talk about myself so people knew that they should trust me and hire me. I didn't realize that, we were given one mouth and two ears, so so that's the ratio of talking to listening, right? So, it doesn't make someone a bad person if they're not an equal energy exchange person or they don't know how to do it yet. However, it's ideal to network with people who get it, that you don't have to educate, right? Because we can get, unless you really feel like, you can say to someone, oh, hey, I have this great way of supporting and networking. Would you be open to learning about it? That's fine. That's your choice. But you just want to make sure that you're dealing with someone who has a, that equal energy, balanced way of giving and receiving, so that you don't burn out. And so you do create these profitable, fun, prosperous relationships. All the people that I have in my community that are my business friendships are people that I really care about, and they care about me, and they want to see me thrive, and vice versa. And we'll always, think of ways to help each other and support each other. And so then to me, this is like, really building a network of people that you just really like, that believe in you and you believe in them, and you think of ways that you can help and support each other. And then it just becomes really, really fun, as opposed to just like, oh, it's just business. It's not just business. It's being who you are in the world, sharing your light, having it reflected back to you in a positive way. And so it's, you deserve to have a giant network of amazing people that want to support you, and vice versa. And then it just flows. It doesn't feel hard. It just feels like fun. Like, my business friendships can reach out and say, hey, I've got something coming up. Would you promote it? Of course. And then when I have something coming up and reach out to them, they're like, yeah, of course. Right. So for those of you who might be new to some of these concepts, so a referral partner, I think most people know what that is. It's like, you have a service and I have a service, and we agree to send referrals back and forth. An affiliate agreement can be similar in a lot of ways, but then there is like referral fees, right? Like, if someone buys from you, you give me a percentage, and if someone buys from me, I give you a percentage. And then joint ventures, which are sometimes spoken about interchangeably, are actually two different things. A joint venture might be like a friend of mine, Molly Mandelberg, and I, we literally took our gifts and talents and we did a program together. We took our talents and we squished them together and we sold a product. So we did a joint venture, right? And which is more specifically creating something together or combining something together, versus just me promoting her program or her promoting my program. But the reality of it is that there's a lot of different ways to support each other in growing each other's businesses, and you can invent brand new, amazing ways to do it. I tell everybody willing to listen to me, the bag boy at the store, my life coaching certification training students, and the ones I help grow their business, and everybody that will hear me, especially those who are growing a business, I say, ask yourself these 3 questions over and over again, so that you can get powerful downloads and awarenesses of how to grow your business from your subconscious mind, from your more creative part of your brain, right? So for example, this is what I invite people to ask their brain over and over again, their soul, their mission over and over again. How can I have way more fun? I have to remember what it is first. How can I have way more fun, helping way more people, making way more money? How can I have way more fun, helping way more people, and making way more money? And the reality of it is that there are so many different fun and joyful ways to share who you are and connect with other people that and if you say that over and over again, you can get downloads, but you can also do some research. How can I promote myself in a fun way? One of the ways you can is to come to our networking group. And we are meeting once a month. And literally, we just relaunched this group. I'm super excited about it. And it's called Women Coaches, Healers, and Conscious Entrepreneurs Network. And our tagline is creating prosperous business friendships. Yay, right? Because I believe that you can have an incredibly fun time building a wildly successful business, being of service, and having daily joy, happiness, and having a whole network of incredibly good-hearted, wonderful people looking out for you and referring to you and vice versa. So I hope that you join us at the networking group. If you are in the networking group already, come to our next one. We're very close to getting our next date posted. If you are watching this from my Facebook profile, and you haven't joined our networking Facebook group, it's pinned to the top of my profile. But have a fantastic day shining your light in the world and doing your incredible work to make this world a better place. Take care and bye for now. Bye. Bye. Bye.